Hey, welcome to my kettlebell one-arm chest press tips you need to know. I'm going to try to do the kettlebell one-arm chest press right so you can train your chest strong and well and safely, of course. All right, let's jump into it. The kettlebell X and X's tool, of course, as you know, to do every exercise, including train your chest. All right, so the kettlebell chest press, single arm kettlebell chest press is going to be a one-arm press using one bell on one side. All right, I have a video on how to do the two-arm press with two arms with one bell. Check that out here. But right now, I'm going to show you how to do the one-arm chest press. So let's jump right into it. So the kettlebell one-arm chest press, this is what it looks like. All right, so you're going to have a bell. What you're going to be doing is pressing the bell right on the side of your chest up into the chest press position. All right, it's similar to a two-arm chest press like you would do like a double chest press with dumbbells, just like this, except because of the kettlebell, of course, and you're using one arm. All right, just one arm. So it's going to help stabilize your core, and it's going to help strengthen your chest. And you switch sides. You do both sides, of course. But the setup is the important part of this. I'm going to show you my top tips to help you set up for an effective and strong kettlebell one-arm chest press, and how to do that using your bell and going through my 3 simple step setup system. Say that 3 times fast. I tried, didn't work. All right, so you want to have the bell by your side. Okay, so pick the arm you're gonna have. You're gonna do your press on. I'm gonna do my right arm here. You're gonna have this bell by your hip. So you're gonna lay back right by your hip. All right. So about a foot away, because what you're gonna do is you're going to roll your body this way. Okay, this is if you know about the get up, this is how you do the get up. You would pull the bell back and you go into your get up. Okay, same setup. So the bell's right by your side. That's why you gotta have it by your hip. If it's too high, it's gonna be by your shoulder. You want it down by your hip. You wrap your hand around the handle here, grab the bell, and then you're gonna tilt the bell back with this other hand as well on the top of it. You're gonna roll back, right? So the bell should be facing out that way, and your arm should be, the weight should be stacked on top of your forearm, right? So in other words, your arm should be straight up and down, 90-degree angle. Not up here because the bell's going to pull here. Not too far this way, it's going to pull you this way. You want it straight stacked over your forearm, all right? So once you get into that position, so feet together, roll here. All right, now you're in the position to press the bell. But first, before you do that, you want to make sure you're braced because you do have an off-centered bell. You want to brace your abs, brace your core, and brace your glutes so you can press that bell straight up overhead safely and do it effectively. All right, so as the truck moves by, I don't know if you heard that, there's a big truck that went by. So as you press the bell, you want to make sure that you're breathing correctly. So as you press the bell from this position, okay, I keep going back this way. I'm going to go too far back. Excuse me. You inhale, and as you press, you exhale out up, all right? So in order to set that up correctly and make sure your abs are braced, you want to make sure once you get the bell into position, you're power breathing, so engaging your core. Excuse me, I don't know what that was, but you engage your core, lower back's in the ground. Okay, you should be able to, if you try to reach your hands by your lower back, you shouldn't be able to fit through if you can, and you can fit into the arch of your back. Excuse me, yeah. Live video. We're gonna keep rolling. So if you can fit into the arch of your back, that means that you're not engaged properly. You want to engage your lower back flat on the floor so that you're supporting your back as you press the bell up and your entire body. So you lower back tight, engage your core, engage your abs. You roll over. As I get that out of my system here. Roll, hook the bell with your fingers here. Fingers wrapped on top of that bell. Remember, bell by your hip. Roll it over. Brace your abs. So the setup here. And then you're going to take this fist, other hand, you're going to squeeze your fist. Abs tight. Feet flat on the floor. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to press it overhead. Really driving up, straight overhead. All right, that's how you're gonna press the bell. So it should be straight up overhead. The bell, because of the off-center weight of the bell, your chest is gonna be working because it's trying to stabilize that bell. All right. As you breathe in, you're gonna come back to that same starting position. So you breathe in, down, right back to the same position. Tap your tap your elbow on the ground, and then press it back up. Down. Try to keep your elbow nice by your side, as close as you can to your side. Down. Press it up. All right. You can come a little out if you need to, but you want to make sure that as you press the bell up, your abs are engaged. You're engaging your chest, and you're pulling down into position, and then exploding back up. It's like you're loading and then explode it up. Pull it down, power it up. Pull it down, power it up. And always come down and never go to failure, or else you're not going to be able to get the bell up. But then when you finish your set, you bring it down here and you roll it back down to that same starting position. All right. Remembering that when you're doing these presses, these chest presses, you want to do the reps from 6 to 8 to 10 at the most, because let me back up here. You want to have the right rep range, because if you go to fatigue with this exercise, just like any exercise, it's going to go from your chest to your shoulder. All right. And that's okay if you don't overdo it. So what I say is 6 to 8 reps is good to start with. That's strength-based, entering to the hypertrophy range of reps, but also allows you to practice the press without fatiguing, getting too fatigued, right? And then therefore, when you get fatigued, your technique goes downhill. We don't want that. So I want you to practice this and do this right and practice the reps. Do 5 to 6, start with those, getting that set up, all right? So then, again, it's gonna be set up. The setup's important. That's the number one key here. Bell's gonna be by your hip here. That's right by your side. Say, you're gonna lay down, okay? Bell, you wanna make sure it's right here, about a foot away. This is important, the setup part, okay? And as you roll here, it's like what is this, a child's pose, or not child's pose, what is it called? Sleeping baby or happy baby, something, I don't know, not happy baby. It's like the yoga pose when you're in this position. I forget what it's called. Anyway, that's what you're getting into. Rolling here, but the bell's right here. Remember, you're hooking this hand up under the bell. Roll. Okay, using this other hand. Use your other hand, all right? Because if you don't, the bell's going to pull, externally rotating your shoulder. That's going to be hard on your shoulder, all right? If you're trying to just use your arm, one arm. So use this hand, roll, help it guide into position, all right? From here, you're going to squeeze that handle. Remember, the bell weight should be straight down your forearm. Engage your abs. That's the next step. Make sure your lower back is flat on the ground. Squeeze the southern fist. And as you press the bell up, you exhale. Straight up overhead. Your arms locked out. Elbows locked. All right? Then you come down. Control it down. Inhale. Tap your elbow. Power it up. Do not rest your arm on the ground. You're coming down. You're just feeling the ground. Tap. Power it up. All right? There's 3. You pull down. And there's 4. You keep going through that movement until you can get to 5, 6, 7, 8 reps, around there, with good quality. Powering it up, making sure your abs stay engaged. Pull down. 7 or 6, I don't know, I lost count there. But as you come down, make sure you can still control that bell. Your chest is going to be working, and you're going to be pressing it up. All right? Make sure your chest is still activated. The way you do that is you make sure that you're straight up overhead, the bell's hanging out to the side instead of straight over here. If you have this bell rotated towards you, it's going to stack on your elbow and your shoulder instead of your chest. Well, your chest is going to be activated, but to really engage your chest, you want to make sure your hand, your palm, is facing your opposite side with the other hand, okay, at a slight angle, and the bell is angled that way, okay, not straight over towards my face, but a slight angle here. All right, and then you lower down, slowly controlled. All right, so that positioning I was just talking about is important because as you press the bell, as you press that bell, okay, your hand should be, again, this hand's facing this way. You're pressing it from the position. Let me stand up here. So you're pressing it from here. Okay, say I'm on the ground. Okay, you're pressing and you're slightly rotating. So your palm's still facing this way, slightly down. That's going to get that bell hanging outside here. That's going to really activate your chest more versus all the way palm facing all the way down and the bell's coming straight at your face. That's going to engage more of your shoulder. That's going to take your shoulder actually out of the packed position, which it's safer in, and less shoulder, less chest, more shoulder. This isn't a shoulder exercise. You are training your shoulder in addition, but it's a chest focused exercise. So to do that, you want to make sure that angle, as you have the bell here, all right? So I can't pick it up here. So it's positioning here. The bell's on your side. That's a bad example. It's not okay. Hold on. Let's back up. So I just have a smaller bell. You know what? Let me grab my smaller bell. One sec. All right. So these little bells come in handy. So I'll show you from here. So as you have the bell here, okay. So say I'm on the ground. All right. As I rotate, I'm rotating my hand this way. So this is on the ground. All right. So palms coming here, bell still outside here. So again, that same position, as I grab the pink bell, you rotate it out. That's funny. This bell comes out here. It's a really light bell, but it's good for demonstration. So see that positioning, see this angle of the bell? All right? That's the angle that I'm trying to get you to see that you need to get into as you press it. All right? Not straight coming down, but right at this angle. As you do that, you're going to be able to engage more of that chest. Move this little bell out of the way. Sometimes you got to use a little bell. All right. So as you do, you're engaging more of the chest, your chest, as you rotate, because your chest, as you externally rotate your forearm, as I go up and down here, as you internally rotate, all right, your hand, see how your chest activates? As you do that, it engages, it contracts. That's that small movement I'm trying to get you to have. So as you come up, you slightly rotate your palm down, and it activates your chest. All right. When you practice this, you'll know what I mean. What I want you to do as you press it up, just slightly rotating, the bell should be sitting out to the side. And I'll show you real quick again what that looks like. Exhale, inhale, press it up. See how my hand's slightly rotated in. Okay, so as you can see me here, this is a better way to look at it. So, so I'm down, all right, and as I rotate, see how my palm's facing at a slight angle. It's not completely that way, it's not completely down. The bell is about an angle here, and you're going to pull it down and power it up. All right, pull down, the bell's facing out, and that slight rotation of the hand is going to rotate the bell into position and activate your chest. Rotate up. You're going to feel your chest engaged as you do each exercise, and then you reverse it. You pull down, power up. Pull down, power up. All right, I'll face you this way again so you can see me here. And then I'm on that position. I pull down, I power up. Pull down, power up. Then always set it down, right back in the position you picked it up from. So as I show you the demonstration, I was trying to make it as simple as possible, but that slight rotation of rotating the wrist downward or internally rotating is going to activate more of your chest. It's going to position the bell in the right position it needs to be in to really contract and activate your chest while keeping your shoulder packed in position safely and allowing you to engage more of your chest, right? So that's my key tip, is that slightly internal rotation of your wrist, your palms down, internally rotating of the shoulder. All right, so that is, as we go all the way back, as I grab both bells here. So sometimes the small bells are good for that. So that is my key tips for my one arm kettlebell chest press. I know there was a lot there, But I want you, but let's go back. The setup was important, getting the bell to the side of you, rotating it using this other hand, and getting, and also engaging, breathing correctly. And then as you power it up, you're pressing it up, making sure your abs are engaged, your lower back's on the ground. You're powering that belt upward. All right. And again, the key tip I was trying to really make as clear as possible, which I might have confused you a little bit, but is as you press from here, you're rotating the hand slightly down at an angle. That's going to activate more of your chest. It's going to keep your shoulder packed, and it's going to have the bell right setting outside to where your chest has to stabilize the bell even more. That's how you're going to get the most out of the one-arm kettlebell chest press. Those are my tips for the kettlebell one-arm chest press. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to help you with those. To clarify this exercise, practice this, try this, apply it to your training workout. Get your chest trained with the kettlebell. Another exercise you can do with the awesome kettlebell, and this is another one of those. If you do want a full, let's go ahead to my next point here is the kettlebell is excellent for any type of training, full body training, chest training, especially short training when you're short on time. So that's what I was getting to. I have a 10-minute full body kettlebell workout. You can grab that absolutely free in the comments below, or you can put KB10 in the comments. I'll shoot that over to you. And you can start applying the kettlebell, one kettlebell to your total body training in 10 minutes. When you're limited on time, there's no excuses. All you need is one bell. Grab that. It's absolutely free. That's why I made it. Grab it here, my 10-minute full body kettlebell workout, right before I sneeze. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next video. Again, if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments below. Any coaching you need, KB coaching, kettlebell coaching, let me know as well. Send this and share this with anyone that you know that could benefit from this one-arm kettlebell chest press. All right, so you can start training your chest in addition to your entire body with one awesome kettlebell, or two if you have another one. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video where I'm going to cover the two-arm chest press using both hands, one bell to do a two-arm chest press. You can check that out right here. Otherwise, train strong, get after it, expect success, keep showing up for yourself one day at a time. Enjoy the process, laugh at it, laugh at yourself. Sometimes don't try to be perfect, just try to show up and be consistent. That's the key. Have an awesome day, train strong, get after it. I'll see you in the next video here. Enjoy the day, get your bells in, keep training strong. You got this.